Welcome back, Imperials, to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Rogue Captain Gideon, a former Imperial Guard Lieutenant General, has recruited a Psyker Navigator to aid his cause. He now turns his attention to Rykadi Philia, a prison planetoid, in hopes of finding the associate of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar. His second mission will be to visit Rykad Minoris, to find a new engineer, and to investigate the heresy that has taken root in the system. Come in, escort. This is Captain Vicari. Escort, please come in. A pool of blood and one pilot. Not a good situation for anyone involved. The pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches her weapon. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's teeth, I thought you'd never come. Abelard, teach this riffraff the proper way of addressing her sovereign. Abelard glares at the woman. Officer, the person before you is Gideon von Valancius, a rogue trader. Although you are, from what I gather, a subject of another dynasty, you would do well to introduce yourself. Properly, of course. At once, sir. The woman stands at attention. Captain Rykadi Philia, servant of House Winterscale. Alright. I have no time for long-winded talks, only long-winded introductions. Brief me on the situation ahead and do be concise. Reporting. There's been a prison riot on the planetoid led by the prison warden himself. Well, that's weird. My Lord Yvain Winterscale, son of the rogue trader Caligus Winterscale, went to parley with them. The child of a rogue trader. Well, let's go save that son. That could help us curry some favor with another rogue trader house. I like that idea. Also, I'm looking for a man by the name of Heinrichs. He is here, perhaps. Do you know? He's not here. Unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, then it seems unlikely. Understood. Is there anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Very well, I have no more questions. The woman freezes for a moment. Your lordship, if I may have a minute of your time, I would never have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation. In any case, have you been to the capital of Rykad Minoris yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jaspar. I have not been there yet, and I know nothing of him. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your lordship. No problem. Well, let's get inside. We need to watch out for a trap, but I've got Argenta. She knows how to handle wires, which is good to know because I'm a live wire. Alright, let's open up. The guard post has been vacant for a long time. Insurrection? In my planet? No, I don't like that. Let's go to the barracks.
Abelard, I've been meaning to ask. How are you keeping it together so well? Don't you ever feel awful without her?
Enough, Plus. We have a duty to the new rogue trader. You would do well to focus on that. If you keep your mind busy, you will have less opportunity to fill it with awful things.
That's true. And I'm right here. I mean, come on. I'm much more likable. Oh, I don't see any prisoners. That pilot was not a traitor. There's no way, right? She wouldn't have lied. There it is, the ambush. How many do we need to purge? I hope it's a lot. It is. But we have been ambushed. It's going to be a tough start. They've got a grenadier guard. Oh, that's really bad news. We're all clumped up. Alright, Adira, you get to move first. That's good. I'm going to move her right over here. Lightning arc. Let's take out as many as we can in the very beginning. Yeah, there we go. 4 dead. Next, analyze enemies. We'll do that. We'll go after... Who can we see? That one grenadier guard. Alright.
Will do.
Done. Next, we're going to use forewarning. Dodge and parry up for Abelard. Also, advice and guidance. Ooh, rebound, perils of the warp. 1 point of damage to our wounds. But that's okay. It could be much worse. Good dodge, Gideon. Holy crap, he dodged a force grenade. Alright, Abelard, it's time. Let's go in. I want you to use Sworn Enemy on that nimble prisoner. Hopefully we'll be able to hit them. How nimble? 95% dodge? We've got to debuff it, or we're never going to hit that person. Wow. Oh, that's really bad for us. I could shoot and take out that other prisoner, but I'm choosing not to. Instead, I'm charging in. Let's go. Come on. A dodge. Yeah, they got me there. Okay, we're going to use Endure. Temporary wounds. Nice. Brace for impact. A bit more deflection. Reducing damage overall. Also done. Their turn. Yeah, crowd around them if you want to. They're moving away. Another dodge. Alright, so we've got to use Adira on that one nimble prisoner. Argenta, it's your turn. We could all move into this room, or we could shoot them from where she's at right now. If I try that, I wonder. My chance to hit that one prisoner would be quite low. But let's move up. We're going to use rapid fire. Instead of 4 shots, we're going to have 8 shots. Let's make it happen. Yeah, that should work out, I think. Hopefully we'll kill one of them. We got one. Oh, we did hit her. Nice. After that, Warhammer. Even more momentum. Very close to our ultimate. Running gun. We'll get her to shoot again. 1 shot. Let's try to go after the Grenadier. Come on. A miss. Unfortunate. Okay, Cassia, it's your turn. You could use Bring It Down. That would be nice. Or I have you move up. If you use your stare, who could you hit? You could hit the Grenadier, that's true. I'll move you closer. Yeah, we'll do that then.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
No, it's not. You fight for me. 9 damage. Not bad. Glimpse of Fate. That'll be for Argenta. 30% more chance to hit, so that's really good. Voice of Command. Another buff to her characteristics. Now she's powerful. Now we're cooking. Okay, Gideon. Abelard doesn't need any help, but we've got to get rid of that blasted Grenadier. So move over here, Regimental Tactics, then take your shot. That's what you need. Nice. 14 damage, not a kill, but we're getting close. All right, I could use Bring It Down. You know what? I'll do it. Right after I use Voice of Command. Yeah, Cassia will be able to take care of that Grenadier guard. Another stare. Could move her up, then stare again. That way we'll be able to hit that nimble prisoner. And she's done it. Another dead enemy. Finest hour. I'm not going to use it yet. No, not yet. We'll wait. I want that prisoner to come back. Okay, Adira. You're back here. Use your lightning. It worked out. Abelard is okay. He's doing fine. Forewarning. I'm not going to use your ult. We're going to save it for now. Analyze enemies. I can't use it. Not yet. They're too far away. Okay, Abelard. Let's move up over here. You can't do much more after that. I wish you could, but it'll have to wait. Endure. And you are done. 1 enemy left. They're taking up so much time. A dodge. Oh, now you're just taunting him. That's rude. All right, fine. We'll keep on shooting. Rapid fire, you say? Well, we'll do that. Let's go. Come on, Argenta. Oh, heck yeah. 3 hits. Okay. Time for the ult. Firearm Mastery. Let's get to shooting again. Not the highest chance to hit, but come on. 3rd shot. I'm hoping. It didn't work out. That's all right. I'm telling you, that's 1 Dark Eldar. Here's a stare. Enjoy the damage. 12 damage. They're in danger. Glimpse of Fate. I'll use it on
If I
Gideon.
may.
Maybe he'll be able to make the shot, who knows. Voice of command too. All done. Let's line it up. Or, I wonder, could we wait here? Yeah, maybe that'll work out. 75% chance. I wish it was higher. But it's not. Let's go. Got him. A 32 crit. Whoa!
Carry the Emperor's will.
Alright, so now it's time to loot. Here's a prison diary. If I want to find out what happened here, those would be good to read. Wait, a poster? Yeah, I'll pick up all that loot in just a moment. I want to have a look around.
As it should be.
Huh, the grease-stained what now? Wait, there's a wall behind it. I wonder, nimble prisoner, what were you using?
I can see the
Jenna.
agitation and fear of the servants beside me. But you, how do you manage to drown out their colors with mere words? Their dark hues dissolve immediately, and humility sets in.
I have always desired only respect, not fear. It is good to know that my efforts have not been in vain. Thank you for telling me.
A symbol of Tzeentch. Of course, it had to be Tzeentch. No other god could pull off all the plotting, all the planning, all the political instability. And what a butchery in here, it's terrible. We've got a guard key, that's good. Let's move on. Here's another room to check out. Tech used to open it up.
I did it?
Good job, Cassia. Another battle? My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us into a new existence. I don't like that. I disapprove. Yes, yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. Are you talking to me or your brethren? Oh, how I've longed for this, my dear brethren. They're on our side. All right. Now, what do I do with all of you? Thank the throne. Normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Abelard says, well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The Warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities, so we had to, you know, play along. But that's all it was, play. We never meant no offense to Governor Medina, nor to the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over, and we can go back to our cells and quietly do the rest of our time. Abelard remarks, a repentant, honest heretic, how novel. He's not impressed. Cassio says, too, the lowborn speech is mottled with colors that conceal his dark, true colors. This old man has a long history of lies, and he is using his wiles on us as well. But I see no foul corruption or ill intent in his words. Very well. I shall spare you. Oh, that's so great to hear, your nobleness. Just great. Now there's a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's a district over there called the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who called it something else, also on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. I love it. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, Footfall, the Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there, built into the remains of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, a certain Riza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Bokfall says hello. You'll be her favorite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Oh, you want to leave? I think not. No. I'm going to put them to work. They're not going to die for the Emperor. They're going to work for the Emperor, and then die later. Iconoclast option. I shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the Warden's henchmen. Go. Tell my pilot that it is the Lord Captain's orders that you be sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as a rogue trader. Thanks. We are most grateful, your nobleness. The old man glances at you somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. Hahaha. You're going to be doing hard time. You're going to be in a prison anyway. You just don't know it yet. You're not free at all. There's no shore leave for you, buddy. Let's take a peek around. Demolition. I've got the means.
Favors me today.
Argenta loves to blow everything up, I think. Alright. An office. What is in here? Another med kit. A gas cloud grenade. And a staff. Alright. Maybe I'll give it to one of our psychers. Faux hammer, a new gun. And another cloak, a saturated cape. When the wearer uses Endure, they immediately remove one of the effects on them in the following order. Burning, poison, bleeding. Oh, that could be really good for our buddy Abelard. I'll give it to him. The faux hammer that I picked up, well, it's a shotgun. Which means right now, I want Gideon to use a shotgun. And I also gave him that one dead shot stub revolver. Because he doesn't have 35 strength inherently, I gave him a different cloak, the Von Valancia's cloak, plus 5 to all characteristics, provided he's at full wounds. If he's injured in combat, I'm assuming he won't have to drop his guns. I hope not, but we're going to find out one way or another. For Abelard, he's got his chainsword, but also one serrated knife. 11 to 14 damage, a chance to inflict bleeding. Why not? Let's give it a go. Oh, and I went outside. There's not too much to look at, just a few dead bodies. We need to move down to the open pit right below us. That's where all the drama's at. So that's where we're going. Right here. Let's open up that gate. Tech use. To fail to open up a gate, that would feel pretty bad. Wait, hold on. They're down here. The Warden is here. What's he working on? We'll have a look in just a moment. A Medica skill check. A victim killed by poison gas. That's good to know. Wait. Are they potentially followers of Nurgle? I did see the eye, but there could still be a few followers around. 2 fire grenades, a force grenade, and a melt-a-charge. Nice. You know what? I'm going to equip it all. Here's a fire grenade for you, Gideon. One for you, Idira. And another one for... Let's see. Actually, no, you get a force grenade, Argenta. Perfect. So now we've got a lot of grenades. Let's open up another door. And we're going to approach from behind. Oh, it's Winterscale. He's alive. We've got to save him. Let's move down. They know I'm here now. Quest updated. I told you, Evie. They are hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one ever had before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you, if you would just stop struggling for 1 minute. What? The man finally realizes he is not alone and turns to you. He is clutching a long, thin, metallic rod with blood dripping off of it. We have guests? From the Von Valancia's ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. The Warden's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. My anxiety? This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out the words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened long ago, and it had a treasure. Interesting. Cassia says, such dreadful shades. She recoils and covers her mouth. The colors of this place, they are putrescent to the core. And these people, their colors are oozing with madness and despair, pain and doom. We could talk to him, that's true. But we're not going to do that. We only need to shoot them. I am here to quell a riot, by means far from diplomatic. The Warden raises his hand, and the maimed people start thrashing about in their death throes. The time for words has passed. Optimates, give your power to this harbinger of Aurora. Let her foes see the truth, or become awash in blood. Thankfully, Cassia gets to move first. Let's move her behind some full cover. Then we're going to use her stare ability. She's going to be able to hit everyone in front of her. That's great news. Yeah, come on down.
Captain.
We might even stun a few enemies too. Next, Voice of Command and Glimpse of Fate on Argenta. She's next. Nice. I hope I can't damage and kill Evane Winterscale. That would feel really bad. Okay, Argenta. You'll be able to move right by that prisoner because he's currently stunned. Rapid fire.
Commands, I act.
And shoot away. You've got the power. Let's go. We took out 2. 3 total. Revel and Slaughter. Another point gone. We're tough, Warhammer. We're getting closer to her ultimate ability. That's even better. And she's done for the moment. The Warden, he's moving in, going after Abelard. Hitting for 12 damage, a crit. Well, good for you, buddy. Okay, Idira, what are you going to do now? You've got Consign, a critical hit. That's very handy. Instead, though, for the moment, bring out the Long Las and shoot a guard. Don't miss. 21 damage. Okay. I like that. We're going to use Forewarning on Abelard.
Anything else?
Let's buff him up. He's got a debuff right now. Disturbed for 2 rounds. Ouch. Alright. Analyze enemies. We'll use it on the Warden. Largely because I want to expose him. Yeah, there we go. Now he's got no armor, and his dodge is not nearly as high. That's going to help out a lot. She's done. Alright, Gideon, let's move up. Regimental tactics. Then use your foe hammer. Let's shoot. 14 damage and a kill. Alright. After that, Voice of Command. There you go, Abelard. And Air of Authority. That way you get another action point. Gideon is now done. He's done his part. All over for him. More prisoners moving up. Let's see. You've got 1 guard who's got a gun left. That's good to know. Oh, my ult is ready. Okay. Well, let's go after the Warden after I use my sworn enemy on him.
I will do my duty.
Come on, you monster. Time for you to die. Let's move over and strike. 29 damage. That's really good. You know what? I'm going to use Daring Breach. Let's hit again. Let's go. 44 damage, a crit. Wait. It's not over? Oh, he's back. Unholy Lens. Here's 1. How many do we have? 2. 1 by Idira, 3. Which means I've got to beat him 2 more times or take out the lens. Oh, that's going to be a pain, but if I've got to do it, I've got to do it. Very well. Let's begin over here. I'll get to striking. Like I said, I might as well get started. 18 damage. Keep on hitting. I don't want him coming back. 1 more attack. 1 gone. Take that. Heck yeah, man. Alright. Let's move after another enemy. And he still gets to kill another foe. Ah, Abelard. You champion. You soldier of the Imperium. Alright, in turn. The guard is going to be shooting at who? Abelard, Idira 2. Those were great shots. Good for you, bud. Alright, so we've got 1 awoken prisoner. We've got 1 guard and also the Warden. That's true. Argenta, you would be able to shoot at him. I do wonder, I could use Bring It Down on Idira if I could see her. If I move up here, could I see her then? Maybe I just can't use it on her right now. Alright, well, I don't want to gamble too much. So instead, let's move over. I'm going to use my stare again because if I could stun him, that's a great boon for us. It'll save me a lot of time. Ah, well. Okay, Voice of Command. Who gets it today? Could be Gideon. Idira. You know what, Idira? You get it.
Not a
Perfect.
servitor.
Alright. Glimpse of Fate for Argenta. It's her turn. Cassia's done. All right, Argenta, I'm going to move you up. Then I want you to shoot again. We could try to whittle down the lens. You do need to reload eventually. So let's do it anyway. Move up. Burst fire. You hit every single time. Awesome. Okay, running gun. Now take a single shot. You might not hit, but that's okay. You did anyway. She's on fire. Okay, the Warden is also shooting 7 damage. Not a lot either. Idira, I want you to use Analyze Enemies. Right up there.
Was that you?
Sure. And let's move over to your rifle. Shoot away. I hope it's a kill outright. 32 damage. Yep. You did it. Okay, after that, we're going to use Forewarning on Abelard. Let's buff him up. Keep him buffed up. He's good to go. All right. Sensory deprivation on the prisoner. Let's blind him. Take that, you idiot. Turn is over. Gideon, you get to move over. We've got one more lens to worry about. That's where I want to move to. I'm going to use my gun. Let's do it. It's a fun gun. I like my faux hammer. 14 damage. 1 shot, 1 kill. Ha ha ha. All right. Who could I buff up? Cassia? Absolutely. Take that, Cassia. And Heir of Authority. That way, again, you get another AP. He's done. That's it for him. All right. Abelard, I'm going to have you move up. Then you'll charge. If you could charge way up here, yeah, that would be awesome. As far as you're able to move. Not quite there, but he's getting closer. I've got my shotgun. Get to shooting. 14 damage. Nice. All right, bring out your chain sword. We'll get it. Don't worry about it. We'll get it for sure. All right, bring it down. Again. But can I use my voice? Not yet. That'll have to wait. Fine. Bring it down.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Because we're not going to take out the Warden yet. Could I charge up here? All right, I can't do that. And I'm not able to move, so back to my shotgun. 2 AP, let's shoot. 6 damage. Not a lot, but we're breaking it down. All right, voice of command. Who do I get to use it on? Gideon, where I use my stare. Well, if I do that, he's going to be respawned. And again, that's quite annoying. What if I moved way over here to go after that lens? Oh yeah, we could really hit it hard. Let's go. I'll do that instead. Her mobility is insane. 10 damage. Yeah, that's great. That's really good, actually. Good for you. All right, what about my glimpse of fate? There you go, Gideon. And we still do have our voice. I mean, I'll use it on anyone who's able to be impacted by it, but there's no one in range. So now she's done. Argenta, you could attack again, but you've got to reload. So move away for now, then reload. Just move over here to do that for me. And I wonder, you can't hit the lens. Oh, I wish you could.
As the Emperor commands.
Shoot at the Warden. 8 damage. Now he's moving. Shooting at Argenta, but she's doing fine. Okay, Idira. Idira, I'm going to move you a bit further down. Consign. No, bring out your long las. A guaranteed hit. Perfect. We'll get rid of it. Nice. Haha, that's it for you, bud. Finally. Let's get the Warden. Let's dump on him. Just beat him up. Play some DMX. Just kick him down. All right, forewarning. Gideon, you get it today. Everyone gets some forewarning. All right, Gideon, let's go. You've got your faux hammer. Yeah, move over here. And shoot away for fun. 18 damage? Whoa! I did not anticipate that. Alright, bring it down. Argenta. Let's see if you could do it. If not, you know, it's alright. It's okay. Shoot him down. Got him. He's dead. We've won. Well, that feels good. Now that's a noble. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Blood is bubbling on the young man's lips, and his voice is barely audible. But even now, it remains melodious and quite courteous. Yvain Winterscale, af Coronis, greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that Lord Winterscale visited Uric 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted still to see such rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for he whose presence makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Lady Cassia, I presume, the sacred child of House Orcelio. Well, let's move on. There is no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. The Lord Captain and I met under quite dreadful and tragic circumstances. That's true. I'm not going to finish him off. That would be terrible. What have they done to you? The Warden, my friend. I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Conserve your strength. You are wounded and you need help. Wounded? I would have phrased it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure, Ed. He is either trying to make light of the situation or growing delirious from the pain. Well, I must take my leave. I will see to it that assistance is provided to you and that you are escorted from here. He nods, giving in to oblivion. I feel like I should be able to give him a ride. Poor Yvain. Well, I hope he's going to be able to recover. I'm going to pick up all the loot here. We're going to investigate and get what we can. I'm sure there's bound to be some decent stuff. Hopefully, we're going to be able to cleanse it. I wonder if we came here first, if that would mean he wouldn't be so maimed. Maybe so. But we've done a good thing. We got rid of everyone who's part of the conspiracy, and we did save him, despite him being in a very troubled state. So we'll go back to the ship after I get all the loot. Now to check out that unholy lens. Your eyes drawn to the shards of the enormous lens scattered around the broken device. At first you were uncertain as to what troubles you, but suddenly the realization hits you. The glass shimmers in a unique way, just the same way as the shards of the unknown broken object you found near the desk of Lady Theodora. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in... Abelard trails off when he notices what you are looking at. By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be! Idira bites her lip. I see it too. Whatever that thing in her study was, it was made from the same material. What? Abelard is at a loss for words. He takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in a hasty sputter. It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself. First, those minions of the arch-enemy murdered Lord Captain Theodora, and now, this cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Come on now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Idira's smile betrays her grief, but at the same time is strangely knowing, brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she had thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out here. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood. But do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. And I've passed the test for perception. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you be blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodora's possible heresy. Really now. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket, and you no longer see a person, you see bad blood. An annoying hindrance. There is enough venom in Adira's voice to poison an entire regiment. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting the archenemy. A person who has tainted themselves, thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation, sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. Now hold on. Abelard was going to wipe out how many people because of one little trinket? It is very true though, we do need to watch out for chaos. And Theodora was evidently consorting with some pretty nefarious powers. We could be wrong, but until we find out for sure, we've got to assume that she was guilty of something. Something hasn't been right. I would love to know what it was, but we're not heretical, we're not. It's a bit different if there's some ignorant worker who picks up some strange trinket, but she knows better. I'm not going to chastise anyone who's going to follow that type of mentality about heresy. But Adira, what she believes, I don't like that. I could threaten her, but I also don't want to do that either. Argenta is right. The danger of heresy cannot be overstated. Lord Captain, I'm not excusing heresy, I just don't want to believe Theodora would be involved in it. That all the good she did can be so easily crossed out with a single word. We'll find out, we'll see. Now we just need to head to Rykad Minoris. We've got 3 missions: Machine Spirit Keeper, New Blood, and of course to land over there. Things have got to be grim and we need to find out what's going on. We can't tarry, not for too long. Here we go, a starport. It's time to go down. The starport greets you with a din of ordnance, and a smell of explosive tickles your nostrils. It is difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. Sergeant Malgar commands, "Halt! Weapons on the ground or I'm firing." Alright, so our skies are in lockdown. The rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot just happen to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it? And on a shuttle like that? Where did you get it? Stolen from the palace, isn't it? Grab 'em, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. Abelard turns purple. By the holy throne! Adira glances around. They're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. Abelard, enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Abelard clears his throat. You stand before Rogue Trader von Valancius, you ignorant worm. Snap to attention this instant, and give his lordship a formal report. Sergeant Malgar. My mistake, sir, at once. The starport is under the control of the governor's wardens. Perimeter commander is Sargeya. There's a frag grenade. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Malgar reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? What is going on here? Unrest. Armed rebellions at both the capital and the provinces. First, the lower levels sparked. Then it went up to the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the mag train stations too. Cassia remarks. Then Felix tore off his mask. Precisely because he knew about the trouble in Rykad Minoris, he knew that none of our allies would come to our aid. You may continue your report, peasant. Cassia, you can't call people peasants. Malgar goes on. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priest linked to satellites reported sightings of strange void ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Rykad Minoris. The governor took precautionary measures and ordered to increase security, at the key facilities of course. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the Warden details. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold it. They're crushing us, the scumbags. It's been a whole turn since the last reinforcements came in. We're running low on ammo, every other fighter is wounded. I don't know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out of here any minute. Gideon is going to pat him on the shoulder. You are doing fine work, Malgar, and so are your troops. It is people like you that hold the Imperium together. I live to serve. Alright. Do you happen to know if a member of the Inquisition has come here? At the word Inquisition, the sergeant's face fills with awe. I don't know, sir. Very well. I'm going to see the governor. If I may report, sir, as long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft battery, there's absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot. And the streets are dangerous. I have no one to send with you as an escort. I assigned all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. There's a tech priest? Okay. Maybe we're going to run into them. I will voxcast orders to them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Idira frowns as her gaze grows distant, as if she is looking through the sergeant. You're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. Hey, Idira, forget about it. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head around those fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight to my last drop. That should be the case. I could inquire about more stuff, but that's alright. You are a good soldier, Malgar. I will see that your heroism is noted. I live to serve, as you do. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of commands. And he's off. So, I'll get my goods, but only after we take out some rebel scum. Ah, planetary rebels. Where a rock and a hard place are both used as weapons. And where you find one, you find a swarm. They're all vermin. Let's begin our battle. Their agitator gets to go first. Giving a speech. That's my job. Using voice of command and shooting. Hitting Abelard but killing one of his own. Well, thank you. A guard is now moving up using a shotgun, breaking down some cover. Abelard, it's your turn. Oh, there are so many you could kill right away. That's true. We'll go after the one rebel gunner by you. Yeah, move over here. Then I want you to swing. If you hit, they're dead. Good job. Okay. Now we get to charge. Hey, agitator. I'm here to visit you. A dodge. Whoa, impressive. Alright, I'm going to use endure. I have no more action points, but I'm able to use brace for impact. That's good. We're going to be okay. His turn is over. Here comes another rebel trying to hit him. A parry. You'll do nothing. Okay, Idira, it's your turn. You're pretty far back. That's fairly intentional. For a warning. Let's buff Argenta. We'll do that. She's got a long las. I could have her use it from way back over here. Analyze enemies. Let's analyze a bruiser rebel.
Anything else?
Yeah, after that, we're going to use expose weakness. Reducing armor. Dodge 2. Great job. Alright, take your shot. Who could you hit? Well, you could kill one rebel gunner, then potentially another. That would be great. Try it out. Well, you got one. She's done. Argenta, it's your turn. Of course, we need to watch out. If you move too far up, you won't have any cover, so I could keep you back here just to shoot like crazy. I wish we could move into a bit of cover, but that guardsman, he's also in the way. You know what? Forget about it. Who needs cover? I don't need cover. I just don't want to hit Abelard, so we're not going to shoot down there, but I'll try to hit, how many? Maybe 2 enemies over here. If I approach it from a different angle, I would have a much easier time hitting maybe you. It would only be one target, but I'm here to kill that one target. That would be great. Alright, move up. Rapid
I
fire.
will bathe this battlefield in righteous
And
fury.
she's gonna shoot. That'll have to do. We got one, but only one. We clipped another. Okay, running gun. She'll be able to move up just a little bit more. There's some cover. Okay. And we'll take a single shot. Hopefully killing a rebel gunner. A miss. War him. We're very close to our ultimate ability. Her turn is over. Gideon, it's your turn. So what are you going to do? Well, you move over here. You wouldn't be able to easily hit someone. I gave him a las pistol instead as a secondary gun in case we need a very accurate shot. I thought that would be pretty good. Instead, you'll be in your usual support role. Move up. Regimental tactics. Voice of command right on Abelard. But we're not done yet. Air of authority. He's going to be able to act again. And bring it down. We could shoot, sure, but he's going to be able to kill two enemies. Cleave away. Ah, not outright kill, but close to it. Yeah, close to it. Alright, he's done. His turn is over. Cassia, you also get to move up, but again, we don't have a lot of cover. Voice of command, use it on
If you
Argenta.
insist, Lord Captain.
I sure do. Glimpse of fate. And I could use bring it down. Yeah, I could do that. Abelard, strike again. You're not done. Another cleave. Got him. Ooh, daring breach. I could kill a lot more. We've got 2 rebels to the right, and we have leveled up. Let's go do it. Who's going after Cassia? That rebel? Okay. Well then, I should probably get the ones that are a threat to our team. So we'll move over here first. And we'll strike, but only after I use my sworn enemy on him. I want to hit him even harder.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
There we go. 1 hit, 1 kill. Next, we get to move again. Not where I want to, but not bad. Alright, we'll shift over here. And we'll charge.
Victory is imminent.
You're not getting my team. 17 damage. He's done. But that's alright too. Alright, Cassia, I'll move you way back over here.
Step aside. The navigator
She's always
is
able to
coming.
move around. That keeps her alive. That keeps her safe.
Brace yourself.
14 damage on Abelard. Impressive. Many can't hit him. Here comes another rebel. A parry. From behind. That's how you know he's good. You won't catch him from behind. 12 damage on Gideon. Going right through his temporary wounds. I think he killed one of his own too. Whoa. Thank you, my allies. Okay. That one guardsman. Look, you got to get closer with your shotgun. Alright, could I cleave you two right now? I cannot. Fine. I wish I could. I would love to. If I could move by the 2 of you, turn around, and cleave away. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to swing. It's very simple. And I'll be able to swing again. Thank you, Air of Authority. Now we don't have to worry about them. We're going to use our Endure. Thankfully, he's got no injuries. He's doing fine. And I'll use my charge to move a bit further down towards what's left of our
It will be
foes.
done.
Okay, Idira. Your turn again. We've got only a couple of foes to worry about. They are very far away, so what you're going to do, you're going to use your forewarning on Argenta. Yep, she already had it, but there it is. And I'm going to shoot the one who's really far back. I'm using my Deadeye shot. Dead. 25 damage. Okay, sensory deprivation. Nope, we can't reach him. Well, that's okay. Argenta, it's your turn. You'll move up, and I want you to
As the
shoot.
Emperor commands,
Burst
I
fire.
act.
Got him. Okay, the battle is over. I'm going to pick up my loot. We're going to level up, and we'll move on. Batons, huh? Ooh, a carapace. Much better than flak. Yeah, I definitely want that. At level 8 for my officer, I've given him Seize the Initiative. It's incredibly powerful. At the beginning of combat, the officer gains an extra turn. During this turn, they can only use officer archetype abilities. I mean, you can't beat that. Anything that really helps you out when it comes to your action economy, it's going to be incredibly powerful. And I also gave him more persuasion. Later I'll probably work on commerce, but we're at 90 persuasion. Who could deny Gideon? For Abelard, I gave him athletics. I'll probably always choose athletics, maybe some crowds later. And I've also given him another very good talent, Invigorating Hatred. When the warrior ends their turn near an enemy affected by their sworn enemy ability, the warrior gains +2 plus tough bonus temporary wounds. So we got a 2 plus what? 2 plus 6? An additional 8 temporary wounds. Abelard will never die. I'll see to it. For Adira, I want her to debuff our enemies all the time. She's very good at it, and it's what we need if we want to hit our enemies with everyone else. So I gave her Predicted Downfall. The first dodge attempt of every enemy in combat suffers a penalty, which is going to again help us just get there and take them out early on. Also, Visions of Doom. Enemies that become targets of the Psyker's psychic powers gain a stacking -5% penalty to their dodge and parry until the end of combat. If we're fighting a boss, I mean, look at that. It'll stack. We'll continue to get rid of their dodge, their parry until they have none. For Argenta level 8, I gave her Unfaltering Fire. Rapid fire no longer reduces damage. That just means we get to shoot more. Great news for us. And I also gave her more demolition. She's going to be my core character who's going to be able to handle all matters of explosives. And for Cassia, I gave her Mind Over Matter. The Navigator makes all resistance tests with their willpower, if it is higher than their base characteristic for any such test. If the Navigator's willpower is higher than their toughness, the Navigator's wounds are calculated according to their willpower. She's now got 36 wounds, and currently her willpower is at 65. She's doing just fine. I also gave her Lore for the Warp. That'll be her focus. What's up here? We've got a couple of shuttles. Lore Imperium. We passed it. Oh, really now? A shipment for Lord Caligos. Well, that belongs to me. A Commander Cloak. Increases the range of officer archetype abilities by +1 cell. And a few more goods too. Don't mind if I do. Who's coming towards us? A blind madwoman. And lucky Jaspar. I'll find out who you are. He looks pretty nervous. Folks, how about you don't come any closer and I don't shoot you? Well, he's a really bad shot. Argenta? Abelard? Take care of him for me. Thank you. A great shot. Abelard. Oh, you're pulling out your blade. Now that's cool. The young, shaggy-haired soldier is still pale. Nonetheless, as you approach, he holsters his pistol, the hallmark of good discipline. He gives you a somewhat frightened, but genuine smile. Thank you, my lord. You arrived in a nick of time. Are you unharmed, soldier? All thanks to you, my lord. He lowers his voice and adds with gravity. The command doesn't want anyone to talk about it, but I've heard whispers that what's going on here is not just some nonsense. It's heresy. Actual heresy. Well, we know about that. Who are you? Lucky Jaspar, the governor's aide and personal Vox operator. Really now? And what were you doing here on your own? Following Governor Medina's special instructions, namely, oh right, it's a secret. I'm going to use my persuasion, which as we know now is incredibly high. What if what you know is priceless intelligence, and you were to die before you could relay it to anyone? That worked out? Well, that would make me a saboteur and a traitor, wouldn't it? Yes, you're right. Alright, so why were you sent here? He's meant to deliver updated Vox codes, and of course, assess the current situation. The planet is a real mess at the moment. The rebels have found their way into our Vox net. Oh, that's really bad. Alright, let's move on. We know all about Rykadi Philia. We were there. Uric 5 as well. And he stops talking, a little too abruptly. There is something else you are hiding from me. More classified secrets? He's looking away. Ah, Vakari, we met her. Well, I've got good news for you. Don't worry, she's okay. Worry not. I met her already. Really? That's marvelous. May the Emperor protect you for 1,000 years, and then 1,000 more for bringing me such good news. He beams in elation. I'll name my firstborn after you, I swear. In fact, I'll name all my children after you. All right. Well, we know about Yvain Winterscale. I'm not going to ask about the governor. I'm not concerned about that. I don't really want his opinion about that anyway. I'm also currently looking for an interrogator of the Inquisition. Have you seen one? His face turns gray. I have, but I don't know where he is now. Alright, fine. Well, I've got no more questions, really. I'm moving on. It was my pleasure to be of service to you, my lord. It's been nice to chat with someone normal. Right. Well, I've got to go. Oh, you know we're gonna have more enemies. We always do.
Here we go again.
There they are.
Turn you into corpse stuff.
Their favorite tactic is surprise. Mostly surprised that they've made it this far. They're shocked to see me, and look at all those bonus wounds for Gideon. That's incredible. Alright, we're gonna get everyone into position, then we'll begin our battle. There's a rebel agitator. He's going first. But thankfully, we did roll very well. We're gonna be able to do a lot early on. That's great news for us. Thanks to Gideon's talent, he gets to go first. We're gonna use Bring It Down right on Cassia. You know what she's gonna be able to do? Open up your third eye. We're gonna be able to hit everyone in front of her. My God, the placement. That's incredible. How many were stunned? We're gonna find out. Oh, what good news. Okay, she's done. Gideon, you too. I could move you around, but I like where you're at. The agitator couldn't move. He was stunned. Again, it's Gideon's turn. Let's move up. We're gonna use, actually no, I don't want to do that, largely because of Argenta. If I move up, she's gonna shoot him. Obviously, I don't want that. So what we'll do instead, I'll move over here. Yeah, right over here. I've got a decent chance to hit him. I could do that, or I use Bring It Down again where I'm at, and she gets to attack again. To me, a better idea. Let's go. Cassia, I'm gonna move over here and have you bring it down once more. All right, I don't want you to hit Gideon. He's in a different place. Unless I move, which I could do that. I could move over here and avoid him completely. Perfect. All right.
Be careful not
We're not going to get everyone again, but that's okay. Look at how many we killed. They've got a Rebels commander, 40 wounds. He's a tough guy, huh? Okay. All right. We're not done regimental tactics. I wanted him to be closer to what was left of the enemies, and now he is. Voice of Authority, we're going to use that on Argenta. Then after that, well, we're going to use our air. Having that free turn, oh, it's so powerful. Okay, Argenta, I could have you go after their commander, or you could move somewhere else to shoot so many other enemies. It depends. Let's see, are you stunned? Yep, you're stunned. That rebel is not, that's okay. Let's move up. We're going to use our rapid fire.
The Emperor commands,
No
I
damage
act.
reduction for it now. Level 8 is good. All right. We'll try to take out all the mooks over here. Let's go for it. Shoot away, Argenta. We got 2. We didn't get 3. Her ult is up. All right. Well, I want her for now to run and gun. Who is she gonna shoot? It's a mystery. Alright, we could try to go after that commander. Or we move over. Right up here, or behind cover. We could take a single shot. For now, a single shot. For fun, as a treat.
None can escape the
Another
Emperor's
kill.
judgment.
Alright. Revel in slaughter. She's not done. Next, firearm mastery.
His will made manifest.
I've turned her into a monster, and I love it. Die, rebel scum. Got him. Let's blow up another one as a treat. A delightful one. Ooh, a miss? Well, that's all right. Shoot again. Come on. Another kill. All right, we still get to shoot. Shoot that other rebel. He's got a lot of wounds. A miss. We'll use Warhammer. I'm not going to admonish you. You've done a great job. Oh, another ultimate unlocked. What are you throwing? A smoke grenade. Okay, you're moving into it. And that's going to be annoying for me. Idira, I'm going to have you pull out your staff, for one. Lightning arc. You wouldn't kill everyone. I was hoping that maybe you would. Analyze one foe. Do that. I could have you use your ult. I don't want you to, not right now. Your scream would also be good. We've also got a grenade. Oh, they would hate it. It would hurt a lot. But instead, kill one, nearly kill the other two. Yeah, great news. You did a great job. Forewarning, let's use it on Abelard. He's not gotten a chance to do too much. Usually he does, but we did a great job killing them all. Alright, Abelard, if you don't mind, if you would please charge on over here. Go after their commander. I don't want him coming after us. He might be a tough guy, you know. Sworn enemy. Let's hit him harder. Another strike, guaranteed. 23 damage. Are we done? Nope. Our ultimate, Daring Breach. Now you die. Got him. Okay, we still get to move. We'll go after that rebel fighter. We'll try to hit him. Hopefully it'll work out. 16 damage. We're not done swinging. Not yet. I'll use my other blade. 14 damage. Lucky you. Okay, Cassia. We've got 2 rebels nearby. I want you to use your stare. As you do. She's like, man, my eye is tired. Get me some eye drops. It didn't work out that time. That's okay. Those are psyker powers. They're not always going to work out for you. I could use bring it down on Idira. Yeah, I'll do that. Idira, do something. There we go. I could use my powers. That's true. They make me a bit nervous. Instead, I'm going to throw a grenade. Let's do that. 2 AP. Got them. They're dead. Don't worry. There's more where that came from. And Cassia, you'll move up. Get into cover, just in case. Okay, Gideon. Could you make a shot today? Let's find out. Use your foe hammer. I love that gun. Got him. We've done it. We've won. All right, so I'm going to grab all the loot here. Let's go inside first. It's only a single room. Okay. Oh, look at that. Treasure. I'll take treasure. What is it? Death World Origin, light flak armor. That's really good. Okay, so base armor property, plus 10% parry chance against melee attacks, and plus 5 agility. I might give it to Argenta. She's all about agility. Yeah, that could work out for her, but of course it would also help out Abelard. But he's got plenty of gear. Let's go back out now. I found some shiny new boots. Skirmisher boots. Whenever the wearer deals damage to an enemy, the wearer has a 25% chance to gain 2 movement points. Pretty nice, right? Alright, let's move on. Ooh, another trap. Argenta. Take care of it. Please don't blow up. Don't blow us up, for that matter. We'll take care of that one. To play it safe, we'll take care of one more. And we got rid of all of it. Well, nice work. Ooh, another open area. That makes me nervous. Well...
Change is coming. The edge is nigh.
The blinded ones are harmless. No sense in shooting them and drawing attention.
Fire on the nearest target! Don't kill the tech priest! We need to take him alive!
Find it, and let their enemy breathe.
What's he doing? Fall back!
May knowledge be thy fate. Let the cycle be discontinued.
The man dressed in crimson should not have survived an explosion like that. However, he is alive. You hear the wheezing of the respirator that covers half of his face.
Not another step. Flee, for I am death.
By the throne! What is that servant of the Omnissiah made of? Adamantine? Ugh, blast it!
Abelard, this is no time to lose your composure. Present me.
Rogue trader von Valancius greets you, honored tech priest, and graciously grants you permission to remain in his presence.
I identify you as a member of a high stratum belonging to Rogue Trader House von Valancius. I am detecting no need for confrontation. The convoy received an order to meet you. It is no longer functional. Therefore, I propose that we continue to advance to the rendezvous point with the governor's soldiers.
Who are you?
I identify as Magus Pasqal of the priesthood of Mars. By the grace of the Omnissiah, I am currently assigned to the maintenance personnel of the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17.
Altar Templum Calixis. I have heard the name before. The station appears on House Orselio's star charts in the Furibundus system, not far from the void colony of Footfall. You have traveled a long way to come here, esteemed Magos.
Why do you wish to see the governor?
I came here to carry out a sacred mission. My mentor, Archmagus Amonat, summoned me, and I hastened to answer his call. But the rabble's unrest prevented our meeting, and I was on my way to Governor Medina to determine my mentor's current location. My escort was ordered by their commander to discontinue their movement and await to be merged with your group. Then, due to their incompetence, they let themselves be killed. It was an unacceptable complication to my task.
Gideon is going to point at that exploded machine. How did you manage to kill so many people and blow up a secret machine without laying a finger on it?
This was my doing.
The voices are being weird about him. They're saying garbled, conflicting things. Like they're talking about completely different people. But he's not a threat to you. Even if that's a bit hard to believe after all the fireworks.
You don't even know how you did that?
The Omnissiah granted me a revelation. The spirit of this machine was dying, but it wished to perform a service, for such was its design. I sensed this and appealed to it. I do not know how I did it. I merely followed my intuition. The understanding granted by the Omnissiah was not permanent. It has left me.
You must be quite devoted to your mentor to be willing to wade into this mess for him.
Cessation of vital functions is an unavoidable phenomenon, and therefore an insignificant one. The doctrine of worship repudiates the fear of death.
That's what I'm talking about, agreed.
With my mentor's words, the Omnissiah gives me the algorithm for redemption and triumphant service. I will be redeemed, and I will triumph.
Very well, come join me.
Acknowledged. Predicting successful and mutually beneficial cooperation.
Wonderful. I'm gonna level him up in just a moment, but for now, let's have a look at his gear. Holy Vestment, pretty good. We've got his Omniscient Axe, 15 to 17 damage. Nice. And over here, a las gun. No, that won't do. You know what? Idira, I'm very sorry, but you don't get that. You get a lasgun. Let's go back over to Pasqal. You get the lasgun. Look at that. The mecha dendrites. They're so cool. How handy would that be? Yeah, shake my other hand. He's also got a frag grenade. Good news for us. Bad news for our enemies. Tech use 67. Yeah, that's really not bad at all. Alright, Pasqal, what do you have? Machine Spirit Communion. 2 action points. All weapons in a huge area gain additional effects. He's able to reduce our recoil. You know how we have burst fire? Your initial shot, that has a high chance to hit, but any additional shot has a lower chance to hit because of recoil. This is going to reduce it. Argenta's going to love that. And it also increases recoil for our enemies. Very nice. What else do you have? Machine Spirit Banishment. Reduces the damage dealt from the target's attacks by 30% for 1 round. And if you've got Reject the Flesh, you also get 25 shock damage. If it's a mechanism or a machine, it also suffers 25 shock damage. Nice. Okay. And also the stats are reduced by 25 until the end of combat. That'll definitely come in handy. For your talents, you've got Passive Learning. On their first turn in combat, the operative randomly distributes the same number of exploits as when using Analyze enemies among all enemies in a 10-cell radius. Really now? That's going to be so good. That's why I gave him Joint Offense. That's going to give everyone a higher hit chance, critical hit chance, whenever attacking someone who's got exploit on them. Also Joint Analysis. Until his next turn, their allies' attacks also remove exploits and deal +5 more damage. He's also got Combat Insight. That'll be for later on. While his perception bonus is 10 or higher, they gain an additional action point, and of course, ignore enemy's deflection. We're not there yet. It'll take some time, but I'm going to work on it. It'll work out eventually. Dismantling Attack. The operative immediately inflicts 1 exploit on all enemies in combat, then makes a free attack against a target. That attack always hits. And of course, until the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers a -30% penalty to dodge and armor. Just a bunch of great stuff. He's able to use melta-guns, plasma guns, bolters too. He's part machine, increasing his deflection by 1, his armor by 10%. Dodge goes down by 5%, but that's okay too. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, he's got plenty. And also, I gave him Power Weapon Expert. Power weapons have more armor penetration. That's very important. And finally, Combat Master. Whenever he's outnumbered in melee combat, we don't want them getting +10 to their weapon skill bonus. That would hurt us way too much. And if we come over here real quick, I was able to give him a bonus to Perception, Combat Master, Joint Offense, Intelligence, Joint Analysis, more tech use, putting him up to 82, Combat Insight, and Power Weapon Expert. Let's have a look around. We're gonna pick up loot and move on. No kidding. And as always, we're going to investigate. We've got to. Another madman. Ooh, a bolter. 9 to 14 damage. I know who's gonna get that. What a great boon to have. What she has right now, 6 to 10 damage. No, take that. That's so much better than what you currently have. I'll send your old one off to our cargo later on. More goods again. Ooh, frag grenades. I'm not going to use them. I'll save them for later. They're going to come in so much handy. And there's so much loot to pick up. I mean, that might just be cargo, but it's going to add up quickly.
Sister Argenta, you are always shrouded in a greenish-gray mist when I see you. Is it me that troubles you? Or is it whatever I can see behind it?
My soul is open to the light and his faithful servants. The rest is merely fleeting frailties that hold no significance.
Quiet.
Oh,
They're
look
trying
at
to tell me
that.
something.
Turrets. Hopefully ones we're going to be able to use. Alert. Profane violation of the algorithm. That's what it's called whenever I'm trying to do math. Alright, Pasqal, you're up. That's for you to do.
Machine gun grants
Wait. Oh yeah, that's a lot of enemies. Oh boy. The turrets get to go first. Great news. Abelard. Well, we don't have a lot of cover, unfortunately. Yeah, if only we were able to deploy a little bit closer, that would be great, but we can't do that. So if I could break the line of sight, that would work just as well. I don't want to be too far away. That would be annoying. Pasqal, let's move you up a bit. That should do it. We're all ready. I know we're out in the open, but hopefully they're going to do a good job at shooting down all the evil in front of us. Let's move up. Bring it down in the very beginning. Yeah, that would be nice to use right away. Pasqal, you could do it. Perfect. Okay, Machine Spirit Communion. I would like to impact everyone over here. As many people as I can. Yeah, that'll work out. I'm going to miss out on Adira, but she doesn't really need it, does she? No. Alright. We got her buff. Gideon, you're done. The turrets are shooting. Be purged. That was a good start. Okay, good. You hit no one. Abelard, it's your turn. You get to move up. You've got a gas grenade that you could use for sure, but I'm not going to let you do that. Not right now. You can't charge at anyone. I need to extend the range of your charge. Instead, you're going to use Endure. Yeah, draw their fire. You're going to be okay. Brace for impact. He's got all that he needs. I could charge to move up closer to them. I've also got my gun. My chance to hit wouldn't be very high. And I also want Argenta to shoot over there, so forget about it. In fact, we'll charge over behind some other cover, or it might not be cover, but we'll just move over there for the moment. I still have my one action point. I'll shoot at someone. It'll have to be you. A low chance to hit, but I'll try. That's alright. In turn. Alright, Argenta. If I put you into cover, wouldn't be able to hit most of our enemies. Let's move out. They're behind a lot of cover. Aren't they lucky? Yeah, they are, huh? If I move over here instead, I could hit 3. Alright, we'll move over. Rapid fire. That way we're able to shoot more. And off we go.
I'll do it.
Come on, hit someone. We killed 2. Not 3, but 2. Running gun. She gets to move up. And shoot again. Higher chance to hit that last rebel gunner in the corner. A miss. Warham. Not there. We're getting closer. Okay, Cassia. You know what I'm going to use. It's a stare down. You'll hit 2 of them. That's a great barricade. Alright, after that, bring it down again for another shot. It wouldn't kill me. It might kill them. Alright, Gideon, it's about to be your turn. Argenta, kill someone. Kill something over there. A single shot? Yeah, a single shot. 13 damage. Revel and Slaughter, just to use it. And she's done. Cassia, you too. Gideon, you're not done. Alright, so where do we even begin? Pasqal, I could have you move up right away. I think I want you to, buddy. But let's move over to a corner. We're going to use regimental tactics. Let's do that. He's not going to attack, not right now. Voice of command on Pasqal. Use your air of authority on him. Done. Alright, next. We're going to use our finest hour right now. I wonder. Yeah, move up here. You won't be able to really hit anyone, huh? Yeah, that's a shame. Move over here. I mean, I gave you a lasgun rifle. Yeah, you'll definitely be able to hit. We'll take a shot. Check it out. Got him. 14 damage. We're able to shoot again if we want to. I would like to for sure, yeah. I don't need to use my machine spirit banishment. Joint analysis, I mean, that's fine, but it's not needed. These enemies of mine, they're pretty weak. Well, actually, hold on. I'll analyze you. Then, I'll expose you. I want a higher chance to hit them. Gotta do it, you know. Alright, one shot to make. Ah, well, that works out. Got him anyway, 17 damage. And we'll move a little bit closer. Let's do that. Bring out our melee weapon. A terrifying melee weapon. Actually, no, we always have it equipped. Heck yeah. I forgot about that. Alright, Gideon. You are not done again. So move up. Maybe over here. I could have you shoot. Wouldn't be very accurate. With your last pistol, sure. I wonder, can you see him, Pasqal? I don't know if you could see him. I've got my grenades. I could throw that out. I would like to. Let's see if we're able to do it. Don't fall short. It didn't fall short. We got one. One is nearly dead. Okay, Idira. You are very far back. That's unfortunate. If only you weren't. Could you shriek? You can't shriek. If I move you over here, you still wouldn't be able to do so. Which means I'm just going to leave you alone. Don't use your powers. Please don't use your powers right now. Bad things could happen. We don't want to use them willy-nilly. Alright, I'm not going to use my melee weapon. Actually, if I move here, I should be safe. Let's hit. Oh, no, 8 damage. Well, that's alright. We're in the clear. The battle's over. Heck yeah, they're all wiped out. And Pasqal, no, you're fine. Good. I'll pick up what we have. All that crappy loot. We've won.
I go where the
Could there be any more loot around here? No, we've cleaned it out. Otherwise, it would show up on the map. Of course, sometimes I like to run around to see if there's anything for me to check out. I like to investigate. Sometimes if you pass a skill check or something, you'll find some loot, as we have found some loot. Alright, so... the capital, really now. We're right there. It's gonna look a lot nicer. But for the moment, we're gonna call it here, everyone. Make sure that you do leave a like and comment right down below. Once we're back, we get to continue our story. We now have a tech priest. I mean, that's great news. We have a full team. We're ready to go. And as always, until then,